What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Nina K. Simone, and today I'm here to talk about Love and Hip Hop Season 2, Episode 4. So as we know, last week the episode ended with the whole issue with Erica, Mama D, and Scrappy. They was arguing, and Erica told her to get the fuck out of her house, and once again, Mama D calling her bitches. I don't understand that dynamic, but then I guess I wouldn't because I'm not nobody's baby mama. We'll talk more about that when we get into Tracy and Drew. Jocelyn went to meet with that girl. Not relevant. Move on. K. Michelle invited Mimi over to her house, and she was talking about she has a drinking problem when it comes to sex. And I'm like, what the fuck? What does that mean? Like, are you trying to say that you only receive orgasm or pleasure from it if you're drunk? Did y'all get that? Let me know. Y'all come back to me with that. And Mimi said she got a new boyfriend. She was all smiling and stuff. And I thought that was cute. You know, I want Mimi to be happy. I still think she kind of dumb. And regardless on what relationship she come in, it being so soon, she gonna be still pulling some Stevie J shit into it. But that's neither here nor there. And Erica and Scrappy met for dinner. And, you know, pretty much she's saying the same thing, you know, about she didn't have to be so disrespectful. Everybody there is grown. He can't control his mother and the things she say. I do think in that situation, Erica might have snapped just a little too hard. But at the same time, if you disrespected me in my house, bitch, you got to go. And he can go with you. I do think that Scrappy needs to stand up more for Erica. And I do think she was right to decide that she's not ready to marry him until she feels that he's truly on her side. Scrappy, you may not be able to control your mother's mouth, but, you know, I don't understand. You should put it in a scenario that she can understand. How would she feel if your father's mother, you know, felt the same way about her and talked down on her that way and made her feel like she wasn't enough for you know, your father or anything like that? I think that it's important for you to you try to use scenarios. You know, y'all scenario people. Alright, come up with a scenario for her to understand, you know. Okay, then Drew, we get to Drew. I still don't know how I feel about Drew and Tracy, but this week, you know, Drew takes Tracy over to this space, which was the bomb space. I really did like that space for him to have his. I thought it was going to be a sneaker shop, but I guess now it's a boutique, so he could sell women and men's items for overpriced, which I think that's decent. That could be lucrative. He was pretty much saying that he need her to get the money to him ASAP and all of that. Now, I don't know if y'all watch the Braxton Family Values, but isn't it funny how Drew found a real nice place to show for the TV, but Trina was finding all in ratchet ass places in Atlanta to have her store in. So Drew, if you don't end up opening the store, Trina Braxton, call up whoever the realtor is and get that space. Hello. And for a second there, I thought Tracy was a little smart. You know, she wanted to see his business plan. She wanted to talk to his lawyers, you know, finance, and see how much she really gonna get out of this business. I do think it's a great idea. I'm not from Atlanta, so I don't know how many sneaker shops and boutiques there are. I know here in Chicago, I would never open up a boutique because it's getting apparent that every so which way you go in the city, you run into a boutique. I never want to be in a boutique business, but to each his own. So Jocelyn just walking the streets, and I'm just like, oh my God, this girl can't get her contract. She done went back to hoeing. And just then, her John, Stevie J, walk up, get in the car, still trying to sell her this pipe dream, offer her a contract that he wouldn't let her have, tell her he got a new record for her to listen to. And I just really feel bad for Jocelyn because I really want her to understand that this man does not want to make you famous. This man don't want to make no money with you or on you. This man wants to own you. That's all he wants to do. He wants to own you, and he knows how to do it. And you being that you have feelings for him, it's easier for him to manipulate you into situations. Like you in a car and you telling him, if you love me, you wouldn't hurt me. He never actually said he loved you. He just said he cared about you. And that he said, why we can't go back to it being just us. See, right now, Jocelyn, Stevie J needs you more than you need him at the moment because he used to having 2 women. For the emotional, he had Mimi, and for the sex, he had you. Now that Mimi don't want you no more, he got to get the sex and the emotion from you. So that's what he gonna do. You fed right back into that bullshit. Every time I try to like you and think you kind of smart, you go do some dumb shit. Now, Scrappy invited Kirk Heinrich, gay ass, to the strip club so they can sit and talk about, he want to get some marriage advice from him. And to be totally honest with you, Kurt is not the person to get marriage advice from, and that's just because, as we see in the commercial for the season, Rashida gonna say she pregnant, and he gonna be like, whose is it? Everybody try to pretend like they a perfect couple, and they be having relationship problems. Scrappy, for you, I feel like you have to see it from both sides and move on. Really ain't much Kurt gay ass could tell you. And can I ask why we have to watch Steve and Jocelyn rolling around in the sheets? Who the fuck wanted to see that? And then Jocelyn go ahead and tell Stevie J that Carly Red saying Benzino fucked her. And he like, well, we don't know if Carly Red telling the truth because she lied, but we gonna check Benzino anyway. And I just felt some kind of way about that. They meet Benzino in a garage like they don't know this nigga. Like they don't know where he lived. Like they couldn't call him up on the phone and say, hey, Benzino, I need to ask you something, boop-de-boop. I'm kind of on Benzino's side with the whole argument just for the simple fact that Benzino and Stevie J called each other brothers, which means they've known each other a long time, which means bros before hoes. And I mean Carly Red and Jocelyn because they both some hoes. I feel like, I don't know if I believe Benzino tried to fuck Jocelyn because she had the little Instagram, Twitter, DM messages or whatever, but it didn't say nothing. He repeated it. He said, hey, Jose. He said they had to talk some business. Now, we do know they have done business together because Jocelyn has been on his radio show at night. I don't know if I believe he tried to fuck her because I really don't believe that Benzino really has any respect or love for Jocelyn. I mean, he'll sit and listen to her disrespect Stevie, but he never seemed like he on Jocelyn's side. He always on Stevie's side. And Carly Red, who is no longer with Benzino that we know, every time she get mad or bitter, she make up some story, and it's always involved around a video camera or a tape or some shit. Because remember, she said she had K. Michelle on tape in the first season, which got that knot on her head for that. I don't really know if I really believe what Carly Red said, but I'm with Benzino. How you gonna choose this bitch over me? So I'm on Benzino's side for that. And did y'all notice his neck came out when he was calling Jocelyn all kinds of hoes? I ain't never seen his shit usually be like this. His shit popped out. He was ready to go. So then Kirk Heinrich again, he think he's some gangster. So since he know what K. Michelle record, he go walk up in there. She just minding her motherfucking business. She ain't thinking about nobody. She just trying to do her therapy. He walk up in there with some bullshit talking about what happened to Rashida. You can't disrespect Rashida. Trying to be mafioso. I'm with K. Michelle. Fuck Rashida. And really, she should have said fuck Rashida and fuck you too. You are dismissed. And left it at that. Get your gay ass out of here. And then you gonna try to threaten her. She like, bitch, I got goons too. Fuck you mean? I'm with K. I mean, to me, I can't have respect for no man that try to go check a woman. Especially when your wife's supposed to be so motherfucking tough. She could have checked K herself. But she's never done that. Not to an extent that I can respect. I always looked at it like, bitch need to mind her business. I don't care what Kay going around town saying or suggesting about my friend's husband. When I first met her, I simply would have told her, hey, look, I'm good friends with so-and-so. I don't know if I believe what you said, so-and-so, we could be cordial because we're on the show together, but bitch, we're not going to be friends. We ain't going to do none of that. That's all she had to say. But did she say that? No, she went around tried to act like she was K. Michelle friend, then close to the damn season, she gonna say, well, I don't believe you. After she sit and cried when the damn girl was up doing the Bride of Chucky thing. You feel me? I don't like Rashida. And Kirk, to me, I know they say he used to be a drug dealer. I'm like, I don't care. Just because you used to be a drug dealer don't mean you're hard. He looks soft to me. He got all these damn earrings in his ear. He just looked like a Eminem. So fuck her. And let's move on. Let's get to Tracy. Now, Tracy done thought it over with this business proposition. She decided she liked it. She drove over to Drew's house to bring him the 25 grand. So, you know, she knocking on the door and shit. 20 minutes go by and shit. Drew finally come to the door looking like the dude up in Faith Evans' You Gets No Love video. Remember, he had one sock on, shirt all discombobulated shit. I just felt like, you know, she like, why you open the door? Somebody up in here? She looking around like she finally found the bitch. She like, see, I knew it was a random up here. Every time, you know, me and you try to be on some level of respect, you got another bitch in your house, and he like, you shouldn't be coming over unannounced and or unexpectedly and all that stuff. And I'm like, Drew, she got $25,000 in her hand. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, master. Thank you, sir. Is there anything else I could do for you, sir? What you mean? That's how you treat somebody who bring you $25,000 in their hand for you. You know, she said he looked like he was pushing her out the house, and then she just started taking off running. He chasing after her, no socks on, no shoes on. You know, and then she doing some more hollering and how things he does affects her, and she never asked to be a baby mama, and he chose this for her, and yada 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 yada. So I'm just gonna go ahead and give my little 5-second therapy on that. Drew, you're a grown ass man. You not with this woman. You should see. You could be with whoever you want to be with. I agree, but I do think there's a level of respect. You shouldn't be bringing all these random thoughts around your children. You know, that's real fucked up that her son called her by another bitch name. That's really fucked up. Who the fuck is Megan? You know, that's really messed up. I think just, you know, you should really have more respect for your dick. But since you don't, you should still have more respect for your son and your baby mama, which I hate that word. Now, Tracy, I haven't figured you out to know what type of person you are, but I'll say this. Okay. You had a baby with this man. At some point, you might have loved this man. Y'all had a baby. Y'all broke up. Whoop-de-whoop. Do you know this ain't the man for you? Every episode, you hollering and screaming about how he cheats on you, and he always got some random thought around. Thought is a hoe, by the way. Around all that stuff. To me, it's like you need to move on and stop mixing your personal life with him. Yes, you have a child together. So raise the boy, but that don't mean that you got to be on his business and he got to be all up in yours, and you doing business transactions with him and he holding it against you by saying, well, if you don't help me with this business transaction, I'm going to tour. Let his ass tour. You can't make him be a man or be a father to your son. If he want to be in your son's life, he will be in your son's life. Don't mix no more of your money in him. Because to me, that's how he was really saying it to me, like he pimping you. For real. Because he was like, well, you need to go get that check back. He said on camera that you invested in a lot of, you know, endeavors for him. Let his ass go on tour and do whatever the fuck it is he do. And let him sleep with whoever he want. And when he come back, he can pick his son up for the weekend. Stop concerning yourself with him. He will never, he could tell you he love you and all that stuff, but you will never be happy with that man. I could tell by the way you hollering and screaming at him for no reason. You know, stop stressing, boo, because your size ain't gonna never grow back. With that, I'm your girl. Once again, I'm your girl, Nina K. Simone. If you like this video, please like this video. I believe the like button is somewhere right here. You can subscribe to me, comment, and follow me on Twitter, NinaKaisImone. Peace.